welcome back everyone for some more of my Borussia Dortmund crew mode here on FIFA 23. And we are here in the Season 1 finale as we are going to be playing the DFB Pokal match here against Union Berlin of all teams, which a very interesting opponent. This is actually a club that I did a career mode on in the past on FIFA 23. I do have the playlist on my channel. But after this game in the DFB Pokal, we are also going to be doing the Champions League final, which I'm actually going to sim this game. As you can see, we're up against PSG. We're going to sim that game because I honestly don't care about winning the Champions League. I mean, if I do end up simming this and win it, that's great, but I will be focusing more on the championship next season. And of course, I'll be focusing on winning back-to-back Bundesliga titles as well as back-to-back DFB Pokals and German Super Cups. But depending on whether I win the Champions League or not, the beginning of Season 2, which will be the next episode, will be either the UEFA Super Cup or the German Super Cup. But before we continue on, hopefully you guys have an awesome day today. Hopefully you guys doing well. I am going to be playing with my second team. And we are, of course, Johannes Klein will be in goal. That way I can give Kelbo a little bit of a rest. You can see our backup team is looking pretty good with the exception of Isugo and Hoover not really growing as fast as what I would like. I may look to move them on next season. But without further ado, we're going to go to... I'm actually going to skip the pre-match conference. I really don't want to do any conferences right now. Partly clear skies at the Olympiastadion, the home ground of Hertha Berlin. Just to show you guys the Union Berlin kits again. Okay, let's see who they have. Got Geraldo Becker, Ruben Loftus-Cheek. They got in Schaefer. They got Rami Kadir, whatever his first name is. Jekyll, Juranovic, and Runarsson in goals. So I think it's Jamal Lewis as left back as well. So really interesting Union Berlin side that we're going to be facing here in the final. And of course, after we're done with this and the Champions League, I'll be doing end of season stuff as well. And you see Dennis Hadzikadunic. Sorry for butchering his name. I'm still not certain I'm even pronouncing it correctly. Our Bosnian center back is the featured player here.
A wonderful setting, the Olympiastadion here in Berlin. And thousands of fans have poured into the capital for what promises to be an absolutely riveting...
I wonder how Union Berlin feels playing on their rivals' home turf. Or home ground, rather. Because like I said before, this is Hertha's home stadium, not Union Berlin's. So it's kind of, I mean, it's home field advantage. It's in the same city, but it's technically not home field advantage for Union Berlin because this is not where they normally play. And that is Jamal Lewis.
Borussia Dortmund.
I do recognize him.
The Bundesliga is a top quality league. The German Cup final is a great occasion. We've got a full house here in Berlin, two very good teams, and a chance for these players to write their names in history. It should be an absolute cracker, Derek.
Okay, let's see if we can actually get the ball off this team. I think they felt sorry for me there. Okay, let's see what Nauf can do.
He's in here.
Okay, Musa! Of course, I would love to celebrate with the fans, but this game won't let me.
And the fans are ecstatic.
Well, here's the replay, and it all starts off with that cross into the box, just begging for a teammate to get on the end of it. And what about the finish? With such control and technique, that could have gone anywhere, but not with his skill. It's
come on, Lindstrom!
Given away by Union.
That was a good... I was going to say, do not call foul on. That was a good challenge.
Making a bit of headway. Good looking cross. And a goal to increase the lead in this final.
I can't lie, I have not been very happy with Lindstrom throughout his career mode. I decided to give him a benefit of the doubt, but every time I play with Jesper Lindstrom, I'm glad I decided to go with getting a higher rated one in Szoboszlai, because Szoboszlai has been much, much better. Are we seriously gonna let every...
And the referee is quite rightly letting it go.
Come on! How did that... That shot should have not happened. Come on, guys.
Well, what a brilliant save.
Oh!
How did he keep that out?
Definitely look as though they want to make this move count. Well, let's see about the cross. Just missing, narrow.
Guys, what are we doing?
It's a fantastic effort. Difficult.
No, it really wasn't. I don't know what kind of kick that was. Okay, can we get the ball off this team? Thank you. I don't even feel like celebrating. I really don't. Because I'm already getting irritating, and something tells me I'm so glad that I'm going to be sending the Champions League final.
And quite frankly, Borussia Dortmund are running.
Who's number 20? Who the hell is number 20?
Well, really, making the goalkeeper's life.
Hoover.
That should be hitting the back of the net. That was a big, big chance.
That's useful play. Can he finish this? Oh, must be. And a goal it is. The keeper really not part of the equation.
They're going to score right before halftime. I know it. Okay, Delafeu. Why is he and Batshuayi on the bench? Okay, who's 36? You cannot tell me this game is not scripted. Who's 36? Okay, Rota, you're getting subbed off at halftime. Actually, I have not been with Hoover either. Oh my god.
Halftime.
Can either one of my center backs play wide back? No, they can't. Rocha was directly responsible for that last goal, so I'm taking him off. Basugo's been a waste. And I'm going to put in Szoboszlai. And I'm going to put in nobody else for now. We'll just see how everybody else plays. Lindstrom actually has the highest rating. I personally don't see it.
So back in business, Borussia Dortmund very much bossing it in the first 45 here. Let's see how the second...
Yeah, it happens way too often for it to be coincidence.
Time tackle.
Okay, that's freaking Hoover, not... I might have to play one of my center backs as wide back.
Up a dead end. Not a great challenge. Free kick here. So Szoboszlai.
Szoboszlai.
Chance here.
The only reason why I know that is because I've actually heard him pronounce his name. Oh, good!
What a classy goal!
Hadzikadinic. I need to learn how to say his name. Hadzikadinic.
A glut of goals.
What a name, what a goal.
Is this the moment? And he struck the post. On a time for composure on the ball. This is looking threatening. But a good piece of defending to bring it to an end. Could be a chance to break here.
Okay, who's number 4? Cool. Well, to be fair, I mean, Koulibaly isn't young on this save anymore. He is, I think, like 33.
And that's sound goalkeeping. Not really the ideal clearance. Happy to take on the shot. Well, tremendous block. 10 minutes to go then. Musa.
Need to keep an eye on the time. Oh, nice!
Oh,
That was beautiful! That was a beautiful goal.
It's
And
a
I'm going to
vital
jump in
lead.
right now, if the game will let
It's
me.
very hard to imagine them losing it now.
Okay, let's see if we can get the ball. It'd be nice if my players could get on front of the... What? Oh, give me a break.
And he could really get at the opposition. Schaefer. Becker. And there goes the final whistle. The cup issue is set.
You all just saw that, right?
A story of one side celebrating and the other distraught. Memories are being made.
I have nothing to say right now.
Well, just look at those scenes down there, Derek. What a contrast in emotions. Brilliant for the winners, despair for the losers. But overall, the right team won today.
Yeah, you can see what it means to this tight-knit team. Real solidarity.
Well, this is special for everybody at the club. What a great moment for any young player. And this is what you dream about when you start playing football. When you're playing in the playground, you want to win a cup. Brilliant moment.
It's a special moment in the career of any footballer. And now for the trophy lift itself. The cup winners.
Well, you can just see what it means to those players and the manager. That's fantastic stuff.
There's always the element of chance in a cup competition. But my goodness, they've taken the rough with the smooth. And now they savour the moment. Full marks to the entire team. And now they get the chance to exhale and enjoy.
They've been brilliant in this competition, and so have the fans. They've really got behind their team. They've played a big part in this win. Just look at those faces in the crowd. Great stuff.
Yeah, really a match made in heaven between players and fans. And these celebrations are going to continue for quite some time. And now the players get to relax a bit and enjoy having the pictures taken.
Well, these photos will be cherished for years to come, won't they? Certainly ones to show the grandchildren.
Can't say that's not deserved. I cannot say that's not deserved. What a sour way to end season 1. How... I mean, you saw what I saw, right? That Union Berlin guy was literally waltzing through my defense. I literally could not do a damn thing to get the ball off him, and they still managed to get a shot off. That's it. Whatever. I'm over it. Time to do end of season stuff. Let's look at objectives first. Why do I only have an 85 rating? Okay, I've literally done all these, so why is my rating... Why is my rating only reasonable, not excellent? See, I freaking hate this game. I really do. I hate this game. I hate this game. When is the relegation playoff? June 7th. Let me sim... First of all, let me save. I hate this game. I don't know how the hell people say this is such a good game when it won't even let you do basic shit. And I literally have people try to tell me that that FC24 and FC25 are good games. I don't know what the hell you guys... I know everybody's entitled to opinion, but I really want to know what the hell games they're playing. Because it sure can't be, unless they're playing it... The only thing I can figure is that they're playing it on PC. Because if you try to play FIFA or EA or whatever the hell this EA wants to call their game, if you try to play it on console... All I gotta say is best of luck. We're gonna go ahead and sim to the 12th. And before we look at the rest of the standings, I do want to look at the rest of Germany. Cozy Thompson, I'm not looking to renew his contract. Was I just... Yeah, I was just there, wasn't I? You can see, those are all the players right there that used to play for Elversberg. I recognize those names. So yeah, I'm not even happy right now. This is supposed to be a happy episode, but after that last bit of that DFB Pokal final, I am not happy. And then because of us losing the Champions League final, we will not be playing the UEFA Super Cup, but instead we'll be playing the we'll be starting the next episode with the German Super Cup. Okay, Freiburg and Hamburg end up getting automatically promoted. Hanover is going to be playing against, I believe, Köln in the promotion relegation playoff. Relegated sides are Magdeburg and Kaiserslautern, which is kind of sad to see for Kaiserslautern. Hansa Rostock is going to be playing against Erzgebirge Aue in the promotion relegation playoff, with Ingolstadt and Duisburg playing in, getting automatically promoted. And Rot-Weiss Essen, Freidorf, Vero, and Zwickau is getting relegated. But now we're going to take a look at standings. Which I already showed all these standings in the at the end of the last episode, but I'll do so anyway. But you can see Augsburg and Elversberg are in the Champions League. Bayern Munich missing out. Unless, of course, they won the Europa League, which... I think they were in the round of 16, so I don't think... So Bayern Munich's got to be missing out on Champions League altogether. And relegated sides are Schalke and Darmstadt. Did Köln keep their spot? Yes, they did. They did beat Hanover 2-1 on aggregate. DFB Pokal, which... I'm still not happy about that final 5 minutes of that game. I mean, that Union Berlin guy was literally waltzing, and my guys were like, duh. Which they said the game was like, duh. Because freaking EA doesn't know how to program their game correctly. Super Cup was won by us. Super Cup was won by Elversberg. course, we end up losing the Champions League, which, like I said, that wasn't really a big deal. Round of 16, we eliminated Victoria Pilsen. Quarterfinals, we knocked out Liverpool. Semis, we eliminated Juve. And then, let's see, Europa League was won by FC Porto over Manchester City. Fair play to them. What kind of team do they have? And Celtic beating Leicester City to win the Conference League. That's an interesting one. Yeah, what kind of team... I gotta look that up real quick. What kind of team does Porto have? I'm very curious now. FC Porto. Who do they have? Ellie, Barrow, Malinowski, Zapata. Not any huge names. That is an upset if I've ever seen one. And of course, I'm not looking at Manchester City because they always have stacked teams. But you can see Luka Jovic winning the Golden Boot. I'm actually surprised to see oh, what's his face? His name is escaping me right now. Oberg not being on this list. He's not even up here at all. From Elversberg. Top assisters are now Lindstrom and Sancho. And clean sheets, Sanchez getting one ahead of Kobel, which Klein ended up getting 3. Fair play to him. Kobel getting a clean sheet in the DFB Pokal. Now Farias and Gonzalez getting the most assists in this competition. And then Lindstrom, surprisingly, getting most goals in the DFB Pokal. You can see, in case you guys care. Champions League, Mbappe with the most goals ahead of Farias, which Farias did get a lot of goals as of late, but evidently not enough to catch Mbappe. Sancho with the most assists. And then Alisson tied with Kobel for the most clean sheets in this competition. But we're going to take a look at transfer history real quick. I know I've already showed this several times before, but just a quick recap, if the game will freaking let me. But you can see the notification, Louis Jean ended up getting sold to Brestois, Stade Brestois. You can see a bunch of loan deals. Dupers ended up getting sold to Brest. So actually, Brest has 2 of their players, which both of them are on a permanent. So, of course, Nicolas Gonzalez ended up getting, and we ended up signing him in January. And a few more permanent deals, plus we ended up bringing in Szoboszlai, Andrade, Sancho, Klein, and Jovic. And we already took care of the Youth Academy, so we don't need to look at that. But now we're going to take a look at stats. If there's anybody in particular to look at, you can go ahead and pause the video. Jovic, 31-5 in 30 appearances. Szoboszlai, 24 goals, 7 assists in 34. Farias, 24-9 in 37. Lindstrom, 17-15 in 38. Now 15-25 from 30. That's pretty impressive. But all in all, very impressive. I mean, it does kind of suck we didn't get the Champions League, but like I said, that was not the aim to win that competition, and the board did not. The board just wanted us to be in the final. They probably will want us to win the Champions League next season, which, believe me, I do want to win the Champions League next season as well. But and of course, like I said before, it goes without saying, I do want to repeat as Bundesliga and DFB Pokal champions, and also repeat as German Super Cup winners, because we did win the Super Cup at the beginning of the season. Yeah, I'm looking to bring in a new backup right back and possibly a new backup center mid. because Asugo and Hoover just are not cutting it. Klein getting a clean sheet once every 3 games. That's pretty decent. And Kobo 18 clean sheets in 44. And we're going to go ahead and look at development plans, which I did not do this before camera, so while I'm doing this, I'll let you guys look at stats for each of these players. Which I need to loan list a bunch of these guys. Of course, wide backs and wingers, I don't worry about. Do I want to keep Koulibaly? I might as well. Because he's probably got to be retiring next year anyway. Okay, Lefebvre. I don't think there's anybody from Elversberg I can poach. That's a backup caliber that I can put in there. I'll look as soon as I'm done. Okay, Upamecano. Yeah, Hoover I'm looking to move on. He's not growing as fast as what I hope. Thompson, I'm just going to pretty much let him go on a free. Louis Jean will be on his way to Brest. Asugo will be moving on. Well, to be fair, he is only 22. I may end up sending him out on loan. Oh, I gotta look at development plans. Sorry about this, everybody. Okay, it says Jude's on bad form. Which, to be honest with you, he's been mainly on good form, but when he was on in the DFB Pokal final, and then we did not win the Champions League, so I'm kind of inclined to believe that he is indeed in bad form. And I do like Shergard as a backup center mid. He's been doing pretty good. Oh, I gotta improve his weak foot. Which a lot of times when I do these, I ignore skill moves and weak foot, and I really shouldn't. Szoboszlai on bad form, I kind of disagree with that. If anybody's on bad form, in my opinion, I think it's Lindstrom. Okay. Farias. Okay. Jovic. I apologize if you hear my dogs. They're being a little bit stubborn with their nap time. Okay, I want to look at my short list before I look at anybody from any other team. Let's look at... if the game will let me. God, this game is so slow. Okay. Okay, I do not have any back... okay. So let me get in... okay, let's look at Elversberg. Okay, let's see if there's anybody we can poach. Okay, Kramer... could get in Ndombele. Lefebvre, Kramer. I think I'm gonna shortlist Ndombele because I just need somebody that's a bit higher rated. He is going on 31 next year, but like I said, he's not going to be a starter. Okay. And then Gabriel Waugh. Oh, yeah, it would be Waugh because he's French. And I'm gonna. Oh, he's approached by Hertha. Oh. Should probably look to snag him up before I lose him. Okay, let's look at... I do have a little bit of money left. Okay, it looks like he already accepted a deal from Hertha. Can I hijack that? Probably not. I might end up having to look for somebody else. Okay, I'm trying to think. I think I pretty much showed everything I wanted to. Let's look at the newsfeed real quick before I end the episode. Okay, 2 Leipzig players. Harry Kane, and I don't know who the other guy is. Aubert from Elversberg. Osimhen. Oh, that is Victor Osimhen. Okay. I was actually going to say that, but I didn't want to look like an idiot. And you see Horst Steffen is the manager of the month. Despite only getting 1 win. If anybody can try to figure this game out, I mean, I'd love to hear it, but that concludes Season 1 of this Borussia Dortmund career mode. We will be playing another season. I will be starting off the next episode by playing the German Super Cup against... it's probably going to be Leipzig because they finished 2nd in the Bundesliga. Let me just double check this to be sure. I don't think Augsburg... I know Augsburg was 2nd for a long time, but they did drop down to 3rd. So we will be playing against RB Leipzig in the German Super Cup. Because if a team wins both the DFB Pokal and the Bundesliga, it's usually the Bundesliga runner-up that gets to be the opponent. But, yeah, hopefully you guys looking forward to what lies ahead during the next season of this Borussia Dortmund career mode. And I do plan on winning the whole lot, so the next season, should I say final season as well, should be rather exciting. But with that, thank you guys so much for watching this. Hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. I'll be seeing you guys again next time.